Will, can you come down here, please? And with our good friends at Baldwin, we had a 500-mile summer, which resulted in why we're here tonight. All county honors, it was fifth in the county meet. Any improvement from last year, previous years. I think I might be remiss though, he had some help with Dylan and Frank Mulvey out there as training partners. Maybe it's not the smartest thing, and Frank should have known better in class. You know, trained with 95 degrees, they didn't work on it, but they did. It doesn't really make you stronger, I guess. So, all county honors for Louis Salmon. Can you join us? Oh, yes, hold on. Thank you.
Our next coach is our varsity boys soccer coach, Mr. Mike Colombo. Take your time, please. Slow down. Question. Question.
Well, while we wait for Mr. Ramirez, I'd like to ask John Campbell to come on up, please. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to congratulate Junior John Gamble, who's up here with me, and I have some stuff I'd like to share with you. John has been a 3-year varsity soccer player since starting with us in 9th grade, and as a freshman, John scored a handful of goals, had many assists, and with our team, he helped us to reach the Nassau County playoffs and was nominated by the Nassau County Coaches Association as an all-conference player. As a 10th grader, when John returned, he returned to a senior-led, very heavy senior-led team and played a different position for us, and with John's help, we not only advanced back to the playoffs, but actually made it a little further, made it back to the quarterfinals. John actually had a phenomenal year for us, picked up a higher award, All-County Honorable Mention, which is just a one-step higher, but this year was John's, by far, his breakout season, and as a junior, the first day of camp for us was crucial, and John walked into our camp when we had graduated 13 players last year. And the first question, or the first statement John said to us was, where do you need us, where do you need me to play, coach? And when you hear something like that from your star, and that's what John was for us, it was great. This year, John played a totally different position, and again, he led our team, led us back to the Nassau County quarterfinals, was our MVP, was nominated to an all-county award, and was Conference Player of the Year. Phenomenal season. Year next year, so not only do I wish him the best of luck, but it's been a pleasure having John for 3 years, not only as an athlete, but a student in my biology class, and he's been my mentor for the last 3 years. So we've had a great relationship, so thank you, John.
All right, quick story about the pitch.
I'm sorry, I'm late, just 2 seconds. So Julie was coming up here, I saw her 2 weeks ago. I said, Julie, I have one picture of you. You might want to send a different picture. 2 days later, I walked into the cafeteria and said, Julie, I don't have a different picture of you. This is the picture I had. I think Julie forgot to send me a picture. So, our next coach is our varsity girls soccer coach, Mr. Darius Burton.
Good evening. Don't let this picture fool you. Julie, come up. Congratulations to Ms. Campo. You can stand up, please. Congratulations. I'm sure I'll hear about this first period tomorrow morning in class. Julie, a 4-year varsity player, 4-year varsity starter, had all 4 years. As a sophomore, she received all conference honors, and as a junior and as a senior this year, she received all county. She was one of our captains this year. Academically, she does very well also. She was ranked 104 out of 425 in the class with a 98 GPA. She's also a treasurer in the senior class and a member of Athletes Helping Athletes for the last 2 years. As far as soccer, she was a gamer. This is an individual that can play any position on the field. Early on in the 9th and 10th grade year, her job was to mark the team's best player. Last 2 years, I asked her to have a different position to play the sweeper and anchor the whole defense. And she did that very well. Don't let her size fool you. She was first to the ball. She's a gamer. We've had a special relationship the last 4 years. Like I said, I had the opportunity of having her in class also. She's surely going to be missed. Next year she's going to Oneonta State, and I wish you the best of luck. Julie Campo.
Mr. Burton will stay up to speak about the boys varsity basketball play.
Elijah Bobel, please come up. Mr. Bobel, please stand up. Congratulations to us all. Mr. Bobel, congratulations. I've had the privilege of coaching Elijah the last 2 years on the boys varsity basketball team. This year he was the starter and the captain of this year's team. As a junior, he was the 6th man on the team to play starter minutes. He was a very good member of the all-conference, all-county, and all-one-out team last year. His development from his junior to senior year was uncanny. It stemmed from his hard work, commitment, and dedication. This year, he averaged 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. He led the team in scoring. He had a career high in the last regular season game this year, 30 points. Once again, he was voted All-County this year, and also was voted 2nd team All-Long Island. Congratulations. He was a critical part of bringing the team to the semifinals for the 11th straight year. His leadership will certainly be missed. It was a pleasure coaching him. He has a 3.5 GPA in the classroom and ranked 138 out of 425, and also is a member of Athletes Helping Athletes. To his credit and his work ethic, and obviously from his parents, he has received a full scholarship for basketball to continue playing at Queens College next year. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Our next coach is our girls varsity basketball coach, Mr. Tom Catapano.
Good evening and congratulations to all the award winners. I'm going to call up Kaya Harrison, Jenna Anacarico, and Misha Hudson. Okay, our first all-county player is Kaya Harrison. She's a 4-year varsity player and a 2-year starter. And just to note, all 3 of these young ladies were brought up as 7th graders. The only 3 players I did that for because they were special at a very young age. Kaya was named all-county this year, and she had a phenomenal season in which she averaged 10 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals. She truly was the point guard on this team, and in some cases she took a backseat in terms of scoring, but she was really the one that orchestrated this whole thing. She played like a true point guard, extremely selfless, and I couldn't be more proud of the year that she had. She was named 2nd team All-Island, and to give you an idea of how difficult that is, there was only 3 sophomores on the entire island to be named to that team, so she was one of those 3 players. She saved her best for last in the 2 games upstate, in the state semifinal and the state championship. She had 12 points against Shem and 13 points against Ossining. And really what she did though in the state semifinal, she was asked to guard the other team's best player, Division I player, and she held that kid to 6 points. And the next day, a whole article came out in the Albany newspaper, and it was all about the job that Kaya did defensively to really put us into the state finals. Everybody that sees Kaya play can't believe how much better she got, and that's a tribute to her hard work. And I can truly say she's just an unbelievable person. Right now, currently, she has multiple Division I offers, as high as ACC schools like Virginia Tech. Sky's the limit for this young lady, and the best part about it is she's only a sophomore. Congratulations. Our next all-county player is a 5-year varsity player and a 3-year starter, Jenna Anacarico. Jenna was all-county for the 2nd straight year. She also had a tremendous year. She averaged 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 steals. And to be honest, this group is extremely humble because they did this in many cases in half a game. Because they were pulled out in a lot of times after the 2nd quarter. So their stats could have been a lot higher, but we always did the right thing. So it's pretty impressive that we were able to accomplish this a lot of times in just a half a game. She was 1st team All-Island. Basically what that means is Newsday selects 10 players on the island, and she was considered one of the top 10 players on the island. She was the Nassau County playoff MVP for all of Nassau County. And I think what separates Jenna, anybody who watches her play, is she's a tremendous 2-way player. She might be a better defensive player than she is an offensive player. And finally this year we got her to shoot the ball. And against Ossining on December 28th, she scored 35 points and hit 6 threes. Her passion is infectious, and she really sets the tone for us defensively. I couldn't be more proud and happy to say that she committed to her dream school, Eastern Michigan, where she'll be playing Division I basketball on a full scholarship. And she'll be starting education, so congratulations, Jenna. She's only a junior as well. She'll be back. The last all-county player, also a junior, a 5-year varsity player, Asia Hudson. Asia, you can put this season up against any kid to ever play girls basketball on Long Island history. That's the type of season, that's how well she played this year. She averaged 20 points a game, 4 steals, and 4 assists, and she broke a ton of records here in Baldwin. She's only the second player in school history to score 1,000 points. And later on in the year, she went on to break the all-time scoring leader here in Baldwin. And the amazing part is she hasn't played one game in her senior year, and she's already smashed the school record in terms of scoring. She was all-county. She was player of the year in our conference. She was the large school player of the year in Nassau County. She was also first team on Long Island, picked by Newsday. MSG Varsity has one player of the year for Long Island, and Asia Hudson was the Long Island player of the year. What's even more impressive, the next week they came out with a all-metro team, which is basically the tri-state area, which is New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And they take 5 kids from those 3 states, and she was on that list. She was one of the 5 top players in the tri-state. She also has multiple Division I offers and is still in the process of picking her school of her dreams from schools like Townsend, Stony Brook, Hofstra, as high up as the University of Kansas. I'm super proud of this young lady, not just on the court, but also her growth off the court. And just 3 great kids that had magnificent seasons. And I'm just really excited to have them back for one more year. And I know they're going to go on to do great things in life. So congratulations.
So, of course, Mr. Catapano is not coaching next year. Mr. Moore and I want to pad our records. Anybody with that team would be able to win. So, Mr. Moore, next year you're the head coach. Come back a year after. Our next coach is our varsity cheerleading coach, Ms. Lace Woodrow.
Melissa Francois really is not able to join us tonight. She's actually currently at the prior cheerleading movement, so I still want to share a little bit about her. Melissa is an exceptional cheerleader. I've had the privilege of having her on my team since she was in 8th grade. She's a fearless leader, one of our captains. She's the hardest working, always the first person willing to step up and step in to try something new. And I just can't wait to see, she's only a junior, so I can't wait to see what goals and accomplishments she can achieve for next year. Thanks.
Just want to say we have certificates for all the athletes that are being called up. I will get those out at the end of the evening tonight. Our next coach is our varsity wrestling coach, Mr. Jim Murphy.
John DeVee, come on up. A lot of you get to watch this guy on the football field. Okay, and I get to work the chains on the side of the field, and I hear the other team going, I don't want to tackle him. I don't want to tackle him. In wrestling, he's got to get out there by himself, but so is that happen, right? And they go, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to wrestle. Okay? John took 3rd in the county for us. We lost through the semifinals of the county to the eventual state champ. Okay, he's going on to CW Pro and he's going to do great things there because he's the ultimate competitor.
Congratulations, John. Thank you, coach. Our next coach, unfortunately couldn't be here, but speaking on his behalf is Mr. Paul Schaefer, and he will be talking about the boys' winter and spring track athletes.
Not breaking it, yes. Will and Benji, please come down. A little continuation of the story. I guess chronological order makes sense. We'll talk about that in spring. Will ran his specialty. Will earned all county honors for his second place finish in the 1600 mile. Perhaps that's what stimulated him to put in his 500 miles over the summer. And after that strength from cross country, he translated that into indoor, where he was the county champ in the 1600. And he is a member of the Business Honor Society and he will be attending Manhattan College. Again, let's do some chronological stuff. Spring, Ben Ross was the high jump champion in the county. He did not run 500 miles over the summer. Nor did he do cross country. That's why he's going to the school he's going to be going to. He's that smart. Then we get the indoor, where again we are the county champion in the high jump. And we became a state qualifier. We went to the states anyway, where he brought home 2 medals, 5th place in the state and 7th place in the federation. He's a member of the National Honor Society. Actually, Will currently is ranked #1 in Nassau County. Ben is in 1600. Ben is #1 in the high jump in the county, #4 in the state. I'm sorry, the Sevens and the Rosses, please stand up and be recognized. I can't say what school he's going to because he's got a really small name when he competed in the ACC. Congratulations, Bob. Thank you.
Congratulations, thank you. But 3 things I fear in life: my wife in a bad mood, heights, and anytime Coach Schaefer pulls the mic and gets comfortable. A little scary. Our next coach is our varsity softball coach, fresh off a playoff win against Hitchcook. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Can I please have Yannick Spencer, Montia Moon, and Alexander Burton up to the floor. As they're coming up, we can recognize their parents in the back. Thank you very much. Before I recognize these guys individually, it's always special to be here in the spring because we're really talking about them from last year, 2016. So they were actually all county last year, and we're still able to come back and have another great season this year. This year is still going on, fortunately for us, as we were just named conference champions and won our first round of the playoff. These three are known as the Big Three for us in Baldwin. They're very well known around the county. Everybody knows them. All 3 were named as the top 100 player on Long Island coming into the season, and they all did exactly what they were supposed to do this year, did a great job. To talk about last year now, okay, 2016. Yannick Spencer was in 10th grade. She was our starting third baseman. She was second in Long Island with 11 home runs. And that's in only 20 games. And in 20 games, she had 41 RBIs and batted over 500. And I can tell you today in our playoff game, she was our pitcher. She struck out 11 girls. That put us in the lead, and we stayed there. She was also in the All East region, which is an award throughout the East Coast. She was named as one of the top players on the East Coast. Our second player is Montia Moon. She's a senior this year, but she was a junior last year. She was batting leadoff for us last year, 14 extra base hits, also batted over 500. Our Gold Glove outfielder today, she hit a home run, big home run for us today. Also made a diving catch in the outfield, in which after the game, the umpires came up to her and said they never saw a catch that good in a high school football game. Next year, Montia will actually be playing basketball in college at St. Leo down in Florida. But something tells me that she might get scooped up by the softball team down there. She could walk right on and play outfield next year, definitely. Congratulations, Montia. And our first player had, one of the best seasons in history. As I told you, Yaya finished second in Nassau with 11 home runs. Alex finished first in Nassau, in Long Island with 12 home runs. So Yaya had definitely. Alex also had 43 RBIs last year. So combined, the two had 23 home runs and 84 RBIs in 20 games. More special. Alex is also known as one of the best players on Long Island. She was named second team All Long Island. She was also named to the All-State team, which isn't up there. She was also the third player in the last 25 years to be named to the All-American team by the Coaching Association. So congratulations, Alex. She will be playing college 2 years from now at Malloy. So congratulations. And I forgot to mention, both of these girls are coming back, so we're going to be just as strong next year. Congratulations.
Our next coach is our varsity baseball coach, fresh off a long bus ride. So he's taking time. Got a little bus issue. Bus wouldn't go for 25 miles an hour. Coach called me, wasn't very happy about that. Thank you.
Old County, Freddie Lucas, could you come up? Fred's been a varsity player for 4 years, team captain for 2 years, played in 102 games, was on the honor society, batted over 500 in his career, and during his 4 years, he's been the playoffs every year. Fred will be attending Oswego College this fall.
Our next athlete is our varsity lacrosse player. Unfortunately, Coach could not make it tonight, so I'm speaking on his behalf. Jared Tion Smith, please come up. Jared, I'll still speak on his behalf. Jared was a first-year starter for the Baldwin lacrosse team last spring. He quickly established himself as a leader on the defensive side. His athleticism and ability ability makes him a special player. Jared is considered by his coaches as one of the best goalies that have ever come through the Baldwin lacrosse program, which says a lot. Jared is a junior this year and will be back next year. Congratulations to Jared. It really is an honor and a pleasure to be able to witness these athletes and what they do, and to work with coaches that are so giving of their time and are passionate about what they do. It's what makes this community great. It's what makes this athletic program so successful. So thank you to the coaches and the athletes.
So we are going to take a little break for refreshments, and we'll give out some certificates. Before we break though, I want to echo something Mr. Rivera said, and that is that one of the things that makes Baldwin so special is our kids. Our kids' families are, to a large part, responsible for that. But I would be remiss if I did not thank our teachers and our coaches for all of the work that they do to not only teach our kids, but to develop them into full, heartfelt, caring, smart, athletic, talented young people. They represent us well. So let's say congratulations. We're going to take a 15-minute break for refreshments and to distribute the certificates. Congratulations, everybody.
I don't know. What am I going to do? What I was going to do?
Thanks a lot. Meeting you. Same here.
rushing, but we're actually doing our docs this year. So we actually want to go, so we actually went down the process. So I just find books and have the ways
I see we're ready to get started.
finally after the year placing them. So some really good things. So I'm not like in a rush. But I guess once the weather turns warm.
Yeah, we're just gonna say
it's
it's
much more
tempting.
tempting. Yes, it's more tempting. Yes, yeah, it's 50 degrees, cold and raining, I'm not really looking for it.
The speakers, which he has been told.
He's got to write it to Lee. Was it Sarah?
Oh, Quincy,
Kinsey. Yes, the
I have a colleague in my office, he's just like me. Oh my goodness, the film version. What are you talking about? This is perfect, this is perfect. You need to eat more, right? You may need to eat more.
Yes.
Oh, that's loud.
That's why I made it like this, otherwise I would say one. I'm struggling with
Did you go with this here and you didn't go with this one? Take it outside. Yes. Okay. That's all that is. I was what's wrong with that water?
Joel Press to the main office.
He said you went to the bathroom. You went to the bathroom.
She was. Okay, now it's like the murder mystery.
Oh,
One by
God.
one by one.
Oh, is it out?
That business.
Right as an apple if I start that meeting without. Right as an apple, as a Karen said. You're on time, right? 17 minutes.
You have to steal the gavel away from
Well, they came out real nice, they made a stampede once they realized garbage.
Yeah, they did stand 8 worth of fire.
I went home with this.
All right, we're back in session. Are there any comments, reports from the Board of Education? Seeing none, we're moving on.
So they're always there.
Excellent. Comments and questions from the audience? We're opening up the floor for comments and questions from the audience. Only on the agenda items. No questions, moving on. Personnel action, all right, Board of Education approves the personnel actions report, the addended personnel actions report dated May 10, 2017, as detailed in the Friday mailing. So moved by Mr. O'Day, Mrs. O'Hagan? Yes. By Mrs. Reed. As this contains names of individual staff members, we do not discuss this in public. All those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves the recommendations for services of the Committee on Special Education, Sub-CSE 5404 Committee, and Committee on School Special Education for services in November 2016 and January, February, March, and April 2017 is detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. O'Hagan. This contains information pertaining to individual students. We do not discuss this in public. All those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves the home tutoring and special education service reports as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed.
Second.
By Mrs. Schools. This contains information pertaining to individual students who do not discuss it in public. All those in favor? Aye. Board of Education accepts with thanks the donation of $2,700 from the Leadership Council of Baldwin High School to be used for the school's career program's annual mentoring dinner as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. O'Hagan. Are there any questions or comments?
Thank you.
Yes, a big thank you. It's a great evening, so we thank you for that. All those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves the establishment of 2 new scholarship awards sponsored by the Baldwin Foundation for Education to be given to a graduating senior. One is the Robert and Donald Stites Award for $5,000, and the other is the Miriam and Bill Fay Award for $1,000, as detailed in the Friday mail. So moved by Mrs. O'Hagan, seconded by Mrs. Reed. Any questions or comments?
Thank you. Yeah.
A big thank you. That's some students here, 2 students will be very happy. All those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves the request from Mrs. Karen Dolsky to increase the amount of the Matthew Lee Dolsky Memorial Scholarship Award, which was approved at the February board meeting, from $250 to $500 as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. Tereska. Are there any questions or comments? Another big thank you. All right, all those in favor? Aye. Board of Education awards the general supplies bid number 001 2017-18 to the lowest responsible bidders as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. Tereska. Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor? Aye. Board of Education awards the art supplies bid number 010 2017-18 to the lowest responsible bidders as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. Schools. Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves an agreement with Creative Tutoring Inc. for the 2016-17 school year to provide services in the area of academic tutoring, as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed. Seconded by Mrs. O'Hagan. Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves an agreement with Fuss Food Media LLC to provide a digital website that will enable students to bring all of their media onto a single platform from May 1, 2017 through December 31, 2017 as detailed in the Friday mail. Moved by Mrs. Reed, seconded by Mrs. Tereska. Are there any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor? Aye. Board of Education approves a contract with Lisa Farrett to provide vision services for the 2017. You can't hear it? You can't.
There's a hum. We were trying to turn it into like a rave bus or something.
We'll see.
All right, I'll just talk louder.
You don't need to.
Nothing here. I got you. All right, so I'm reading this Board of Education, whose contract with Ms. Lisa Barrett provides vision services for the 2017-18 school year as detailed in the Friday mail. So moved by Mrs. Tereska, second by Mrs. Reed.
earned your money today. Flickers, cameras, and.
Okay, as I was saying, Board of Education includes a 30-day transportation contract with We Transport Inc. for the period May 11, 2017 through June 21st, 2017, with the amount of $7,500 as detailed in the Friday mailing. Moved by Mrs. Reed.
Second.
Second by Mrs. O'Hagan. Any questions or comments?
What was this for again? Can you remind me?
This is a special education, an emergency special education placement.
Thank you. Any other questions? All those in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
Board of Education declares obsolete. And we're back. The 1997 Ford pickup F-250 in the grounds department that is unusable as per state rules and regulations as detailed in the Friday mailing. Moved by Mrs. Reed.
Second.
Second by Mrs. O'Hagan. Questions or comments? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
Board of Education declares obsolete technology equipment on the attachment, which are beyond repair and/or have been stripped of any useful parts as per state rules and regulations as detailed in the Friday mailing.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Reed.
Second.
Second by Mrs. O'Hagan. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Board of Education declares obsolete 2 Riddell football helmets, which can no longer be used as they fail to pass the conditioning safety inspection as per state rules and regulations as detailed in the Friday mailing.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Reed.
Second.
Second by Mrs. Coles. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Board of Education approves the updated use of facilities report for September